We just saw you at the White House, so I'm very impressed with your physical condition, Mr. Governor, that you got over there. So you got a shout out from the president. I want to play it for you now. He hazed you a little bit, but this is what the exchange was.
Hello, Pete. Good job you're doing, Pete. Nebraska folks doing a good job. He never liked me until we met. Right? He was a never-Trumper. And his family.
That was my brother Todd.
No. And then I flew to Nebraska, a state I love. I made a speech, and he liked me. And from then on, he called his brother. He said, "Trump's good. Let's be friends."
Remember that speech, Mr. President? You vowed to open up the Chinese market to our U.S. beef, and you delivered on that promise.
Right? Did I deliver? I did that quickly, in one conversation. So good to see you, Pete.
Okay, Governor, that's quite an exchange there. But that was then, and it was beef, and this is now, and it's soybeans. Where are you at the moment? Because there's really some threats against some agricultural exports from your home state of Nebraska.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we talked about with the president today, and the president was listening. We talked about the nervousness that's creating and the uncertainty, and the president talked about some of the things that would really help agriculture out, like going to E15, allowing that to be purchased year-round. He talked about potentially taking a look at TPP and opening up those markets and so forth. Certainly, the president stressed that, with China, we've got to have better trade deals, and that's right. And we understand it's part of an overall negotiation strategy, but we wanted to raise the awareness with them about some of the nervousness in farm country. And like I said, the president was listening. It was a good meeting.
So you seem pretty reassured about what's going to happen here. But as you say, there's nervousness among some of your constituents, because we talked to some of them, and they're pretty concerned about this. How do you reassure them that, in fact, their business will be hurt? Because you know this business so well. A given year getting out of that business, you're in real trouble.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons that I wanted to come to the White House and talk with the president about, to really hear from him directly. And again, some of the things he talked about to be able to create more opportunities for our farmers and ranchers was good. And also, really right now, we've got some time here before these tariffs go into place. Planting season is just upon us. So we do have some time to be able to make sure we get a deal with China. And that's one of the things we wanted to stress with the president, that farmers and ranchers support him. They understand that this is part of a trade negotiation, but we also have to make sure we get a trade deal done to make sure these retaliatory tariffs don't go into place.
What about getting a deal with Washington? Will your farmers be getting any more subsidies?
Well, actually, that's one of the things that we did discuss as well. And frankly, farmers are not looking for more subsidies. Farmers want trade. They want to be able to open up markets, and that's really what we stress with the president, is that we'd rather have those trade deals than some sort of tariff or subsidy that goes along with that. We want to get those markets open.
So when do you expect to get any more confirmation or anything more concrete coming from that?
Well, that's certainly part of the challenge with trade deals, is that you can't put a timeline on or a deadline to know when you're actually going to get a deal. We talked about NAFTA, and the administration was optimistic about that, but couldn't give us a timeline on when that might happen. We talked about other things like ethanol. We expressed our concern about the exceptions, the waivers that have been going to small refineries. So we actually talked about really a lot of substantive stuff, but you really can't put a lot of timelines on getting some of these things done.
So that's government in Washington. You've got, again, farmers back there who have to make some decisions about planting. As I understand, you were about to pass corn, actually, in the size of the soybean crop. Are those farmers going to be able to go forward in an aggressive fashion with this uncertainty?
Yeah, I think that, again, with what we heard here today, the president understands what's going on with regard to agriculture. He's listening. It wasn't just me there. It was folks from other states. Obviously, Nebraska was well represented, but Iowa was there. Texas was there. And we want to make sure that the administration is listening to us. And I think that our farmers and ranchers can be assured that the president has their back, that he understands the importance of agriculture, and his goal is long-term to get better access for agricultural products and grow our farm economy.